Burnout can cause us to feel completely overwhelmed. We can feel stressed, like we're not doing enough, and just feel like we can't get out of this rut or this hole of all of the different things that we have to do. So in today's video, I wanted to dive into the different ways that you can avoid burnout using your paper planner. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm Elena, and this is The Organized Money, where we talk about how to organize your life, your work, and your money through the use of a paper planner. So how do we avoid burnout? Well, first, let's look at what is burnout. According to the book, The Secret to Unlocking the Stress Cycle, they define burnout as 3 components. Emotional exhaustion, that's when you've cared way too much for too long, feeling depleted of empathy or compassion for anyone else, and a decreased sense of accomplishment, feeling like nothing you do will ever matter. And I can think of specific times in my life where I have felt completely stressed out, completely burned out, from when my kids were young to when I started the Organized Money business, and even when we opened up our church. There's always this cycle of trying to manage and maintain our mental wellness so that we don't get completely burned out and shut down. But over the years, I have learned to recognize burnout and start to manage it before I get completely wiped out and am not able to do all of the things that I need to do. So the first thing that you can do within your planner to help you to avoid burnout is to structure your day around what needs your time, energy, and attention. Many times we will only look at our planner and look at the time that we have allotted for certain tasks that we have to do. So in the past, I would just look at my planner, look at all of the hours in the day, and just start to jot down the different things I needed to do and just place them within my planner, whatever time slot was available. But when you start to look at your T, your time, energy, and attention, then you start to form your day based on when you have energy, when you have attention, and when you have time. So for instance, I know I have more energy and more focus around the late morning. So around like 9 a.m., I'm not an early riser, but right around 9 a.m., I know I'm going to feel my ultimate best. So this is the time that I will structure my most important task. I'm going to save it for that 9 o'clock time frame when I know I have the most energy and I have the most attention. If you schedule your most important task away from the time that you actually have the most energy, you're doing yourself a disservice and you may not even complete the task. So I will always think about the top things that I want to do for the day, but then I'm also going to be thinking about when I have the most energy and when I have the most attention, when I am the most focused, so that I can plan those events around that specific time. And if you want to see another video on how to maintain your energy, we did an entire live on this topic, so I will link it above. The next way you can use your planner to avoid burnout is to stop trying to find balance and find peace instead. I believe that work-life balance is a myth. Every time that I have tried to pursue and go after work-life balance, I only leave myself feeling way more frustrated, way more stressed, and feeling like I am not achieving balance at all. It's always left me feeling annoyed, like I never could achieve all the things that I needed in every area of my life to feel balanced. It wasn't until I started adopting the idea that there is no such thing as balance and maybe my life will be off balance in different seasons that I started to have way more peace. So now I look at my life in seasons and I plan in seasons. There will be certain times of the year where I will have to put extra attention toward my business. And when that happens, I get other people on board, like my husband or my mom, to help me in the personal areas of my life with my kids and other things that I need to do. And then at other times, I will set up systems and structures within my business so that it can run on its own and I can do more things with my family. Once I started to set up my planner with this holistic view of looking at my year as seasons, as different things that I needed to do either within my business, within my health or my wellness, it allowed me to view my life from the top level and stop nitpicking at every little thing that I wasn't able to do every single day. Sometimes one area of your life is going to take up more physical and mental energy. And as long as you prepare for it and plan for it and look in your planner and be very strategic around that time of your life, then you will be okay. We have to find peace in an unbalanced life. And you can use your planner to start to create more of a flow where you can start to see when you need to pay attention to something and when something can kind of sit on the back burner until you have more time for it. And a bonus tip, use your planner to mark down those moments of joy and peace to remind yourself why an unbalanced life is okay. The third way you can avoid burnout is to create a routine that works for you. In order to have a good day, you definitely have to start off with a good routine, which is why there are so many videos on YouTube about your morning routine, your evening routine, and the different routines that you can do in order to stay on track. I never like to start my day looking at the news or looking at social media because this will immediately put me in a bad mood. Every single time I have started off my morning with news, I've always had a heavier feeling and it's been harder for me to start my day. Whenever I start off with a slow morning routine around meditation and gratitude, using my faith planner and writing out my prayers and my scripture, I always feel ready to take on my day. Now, you may need to figure out or structure how your morning routine is going to work. I like to use my habit tracker in order to help me to structure out my morning routine. I write on my habit tracker all of the different things that I want to do in the morning, which can include straightening up my home, a 30-minute walk, prayer, meditation, gratitude, writing scriptures in my faith planner, and even planning out my day. The best thing you can do for yourself is set this structure, set this routine, so that you're not just waking up and just thinking about the very first thing that you have to do. And your routine does not have to be long. I did this short a while ago, just showing you a 3-step morning routine that I was doing when I was super busy and didn't have time for my full routine. So you can definitely check out that video to give you some ideas on quick things that you can do in order to help you to start off your day on the right foot. The fourth way that I use my planner to help me to avoid burnout is I create systems, not goals. At the beginning of this year, I talked a lot about why I had decided not to create goals. And the main reason why I stopped creating goals is because they just take too long to accomplish and my mind would just stop trying to pursue them. Whenever I set an annual goal, I very rarely accomplish them. I would usually either change them in the middle of the year or I just wouldn't even work on them. And I think it's because the amount of time that I had in the month of January when I was setting it, I would be ready to take it on and I would be super focused, but by the middle of the year, I would usually not care as much about the goal or just stop thinking about it altogether. So the method that I started to take on was after I read The 12-Week Year, and I started to set quarterly systems that would help me to achieve different things that I wanted to achieve within quarters instead of a year. So instead of thinking of an annual goal that I'm giving myself 12 months to complete, I would think of one particular thing that I wanted to do for a quarter. And then I would break down that one thing into something, a system that I could do every single day throughout my week in order to help me to achieve that thing. So now I have my top 3. My top 3 are what I use the very top box of my planner for. I will write down 3 things that I want to accomplish, 3 things that I want to do just for this day. And usually it's toward some type of system I am trying to keep in place. So for instance, the goal for the week could be to finish a YouTube video. But one day I may film, the second day I may edit, the next day I may upload and add all of my tags and descriptions. And then by the end of the week, I have technically accomplished my goal or completed the system. But instead of having this really big goal of hitting 300,000 subscribers on YouTube, I have a system in place of filming, editing, uploading videos that will one day get me to that goal. But the system is what I am focusing on. I am not focusing in on the goal, because if I was to focus in on that goal, being that it's so large, it might be really challenging for me to stay encouraged, motivated, and really consistent with what I am trying to do. But when I focus in on the system, I am able to write in my planner every single thing that I want to do for that week, and then I just check it off at the end of the week. So if you want to stay motivated, try focusing in on your systems. Try thinking of the little things that you can accomplish every single day within your system that's going to help you to get closer to your goal. This makes every single day feel meaningful and feel like you're making progress. And the 5th way that I avoid burnout using my planner is I I always plan ahead. Think about how many frazzled moments could be avoided if you just would have planned ahead. Each Sunday, I take out about 20 to 30 minutes to plan out my week. This is the time where I'm going to look at my planner or look at my calendar, see everything that I have going on, and think about my time, energy, and attention, and think about how I want this week to flow. Planning out things like my meals, my meetings, my outfit, the videos that I want to record, and anything else that I want to accomplish definitely helps my week go much smoother. And I know many times people don't do this because they feel like it's going to take so much time in order to accomplish this, but every single time I have done this, it has made my week so much better and way more productive. So take about 30 minutes to do a weekly reset. This is a time frame where you're going to think about everything that's coming up in the next week. Look at your planner and plan ahead. I always look at this time as taking care of my future self, and I promise you, if you do the same, you will never look back. So guys, I hope that this video has helped you, especially if you are currently experiencing burnout. If you want to go deeper into this topic or any topic that will help you to better plan your life and manage your money, make sure that you check out the Organize You. The Organize You is my monthly membership program where we have 2 lives a month. I also have a podcast, all of my planner downloads. We have a book club, and it's a community of people who are all just trying to get organized and keep each other encouraged in the process. So if you want to check out the Organize You or any of the planners that I have shown within this video, then make sure that you check out the description box. I will have it linked there. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, keep organizing your life so that you can achieve your dreams. Bye, guys.